Mindset. It's your most valuable asset. It's your most powerful, untapped resource that you have in your sales team. So let's talk about it. First of all, let's define it. I'm going to read a little bit from the screen here, a couple of resources I found online, because it's one of those things it's really easy to internalize, but we got to verbalize it. Mindset is a belief that orients the way that we handle situations, the way that we sort out what is going on and what we should do. Okay, so think of it, find mindset as a viewpoint, mental frame, or a lens that selectively organizes, encodes information, and orients an individual towards a unique understanding, an experience, and guiding one towards corresponding actions and responses. Okay, it's a bit of a mouthful. That's compliments of Carol Dweck, 2008. By the way, strongly recommend read her book, Mindset. You can get it on Amazon. Fantastic book, Fixed versus Growth Mindset. I won't get into detail. I won't steal her thunder, but get your hands on it. It has huge implications. I will be talking about it in the future. So mindset in your sales team, how would you quantify it? I'll tell you how I would. First and foremost, I can tell you that there's a direct relationship between job fit and mindset on a sales team. You have low job fit, we will have a weak mindset on a sales team. Playing to win is a mindset. Playing not to lose is a mindset. I find that strong sales fit, strong sales job fit, sales wolves, they play to win. They do whatever it takes to win. They will prospect, they will hunt, they will strategize, they will create value, they will become that expert. At the other end of the spectrum, I've noticed that some salespeople who won't prospect will instead spend huge amounts of time that doesn't provide a return on investment when spent with customers. Okay, they will not focus on the target personas that you want them to focus on, because those target personas smell their BS, and it becomes a doom loop, and it impacts their mindset. So I want to give you a couple of examples of where mindset really makes a huge impact. One is obviously with resilience. How resilient your salespeople are is a direct reflection of their mindset. By the way, I think much of mindset is extremely fixed. Carol Dweck would probably disagree with me on that. But I believe that you either have the sales personality to sell or you don't. And if you don't, it will directly impact your mindset about what you believe that you are able to do in terms of adding value in that job, especially if a sales manager, CEO holds that salesperson accountable for lack of performance. Okay, as soon as you do that, that mindset goes out the window. However, there is a part of mindset that I think is very malleable. I've already mentioned the resilience, positive self-talk. I've noticed that a lot of sales wolves out there are overly negative with how they talk to themselves, the voice in the head. And a fantastic book that I would recommend very strongly is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, or the follow-up book, The 5th Agreement. Probably actually The 5th Agreement is an even better book. Okay, but the voice in the head, how do we handle that voice in the head? Does it propel us? Another voice in the head is that voice in the head that comes from personal accountability. How we talk about the problems that we run into. Do we blame others, or do we take action? Do the words that we use take action for it and do something about it? Powerful. And a powerful book for that is The Question Behind a Question, QBQ by John Miller. Again, you can get that on Amazon. So if you want to improve the mindset of your sales team and propel your team forward, you need to do the following. I'll give you real simple. You need to quantify the sales personality needs of the job. We call it benchmarking. Happy to show you how to do that. You need to compare each salesperson, especially your candidates, to the needs of the job. Okay? Every sales candidate should be going through a comprehensive sales personality testing, especially one that we would recommend is Trimetrix HD. We actually offer that, and we offer the expertise that goes with reading and understanding that and building the benchmark, et cetera, et cetera. So the key to maximizing the mindset of your sales team is, step one is to decide that you're going to do so. It takes incremental effort, constant gentle pressure, and then do something. Actually assess your sales team. The great thing about using powerful psychometric sales personality testing is that you can actually use that for coaching. And then that actually helps propel that softer side of that mindset. You can actually develop in salespeople confidence. We can develop positive mental thoughts, positive self-talk. We can actually create better mental habits for salespeople. But step one is make sure that you've hired the right salesperson in the first place. Hey, I'm going to close. If you haven't taken our sample assessment, our sample sales personality testing, you owe it to yourself. It will blow your mind. I'm a skeptic, natural born. I have an undergrad and master's in economics, econometrics. I know that, let me put it this way. My philosophy is in God we trust, everyone else bring data. And I can tell you that there's life before these kinds of tools and life after, especially with the compensation, with the return on investment, huge return on investment. So again, if you haven't taken our sample assessment, please do so. Click below, and we'll look forward to hearing from you soon.